I drove 13 hours to Atlanta, Georgia, and sat all the way in the back of an auditorium, not knowing if I belonged there, not knowing a single person, but that was the reason why I was there, to hear his message. And I remember looking over at Mike, my sponsor, and I don't know where this came from, but I said to him, I said, I want to do that someday. And I remember leaving that event, having a vision and a dream for my life that was so much bigger than anything I ever had before. I left that event ready to take over the world, as some of you are going to. But here's the thing. I don't have a success story to share with you off of that event. Because my first year in this profession, I struggled big time. Entrepreneurship did not come easily to me. My first year, if you know my story, I didn't recruit a single person. I had to basically threaten my mom to sign up for my service. It gets worse, my long-distance phone service that I was marketing. And my first recruit was my cousin Keith that I paid to get in. I'm like, wait a minute. I thought this was supposed to be making me money. But I remember that first year, there were so many moments of doubt. Watching other people have success before me, join after me. Wondering what's wrong with me? Do I not have what it takes? Having those, how many people can relate to those lonely moments sometimes, where you just really question, is this for you? But here's the thing. At that point in my life, the other option was not an option for me anymore. See, I had this dream and this vision for a bigger and a better life, and I just knew that I could never go back to what I accepted as normal before. And I kept going back to that crazy feeling that I had sitting in that auditorium, all the way in the back. I truly felt called. I felt that this profession was a calling for my life, that there was something. It's so crazy because most of my life I struggled. I've been average. I failed over and over again. I've been an average person that's always had a big dream for my life. But I didn't have any proof. But I believed anyway. And there's a message there that I'll come back to. But here was my big problem. My biggest fear most of my life was public speaking. Which is why it was so crazy to me to look at Mike and say, I want to do that someday. And then I'm like, what do I mean I want to do that someday? Stand in front of 15,000 people and talk? How do you even do that? I don't know where you would start. And then I immediately would always come back to, but who am I? I would become realistic. I remember what people would always say to me in those early days when I was like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to change my life. People would tell me, you can't do that. They would laugh at me. My friends, my family, people that were close to me, that should have been supporting me, would say, Bob, we just don't want to see you get hurt. We don't want to see you get your hopes up. How many people have ever had anybody tell you that? I got news for you. You better get your hopes up. But here I was torn. I couldn't deny the way I felt, but I had this fear that literally paralyzed me. Because every day I was faced with things that required me to face that. I hated prospecting. This is before social media, where you actually had to talk to people. Like I used to go to the mall to prospect. And I was faced with all these things that just, I felt so stuck. Here's how it showed up for me, and let me know if you can relate to this. I was so inconsistent. Here was the story of my entrepreneurial career for the first 2 years. Start, stop, get fired up, go to an event, do the work, not see the results, get discouraged, quit, join back up, quit over and over and over. Or I would see even the smallest bit of success, and I would completely self-sabotage. How many can relate to this? And it used to drive me crazy, because I'm like, Bob, you know what you should be doing. Why are you not doing it? Why are you not doing it long enough? What is wrong with you? This was the conversation that was playing thing over and over. In my mind, how many of you have that same conversation with yourself? See, here's the thing. Looking back, I didn't understand this at the time. I wish I would have. And I really want you to hear me very closely. If you are in this audience right now, and you struggle with inconsistency, and you struggle with being a self-saboteur, that's how you say that, right? That's the word? I've never said that word before, and I decided to try to say it in front of 12,000 people. I'm just making up words. It is a word. So, can we get serious? Here's my message. Because this is an important part. If you struggle with those things, it's because you have issues of worthiness. You have limiting beliefs about you and your ability to succeed, and you have issues with you being deserving of success. Here's how I know that to be true, because it was true in my life. When I wasn't willing to admit, I didn't think I deserved to be successful. I didn't see myself being successful. And what would happen, because think about it, if you knew with absolute certainty that you deserved to be successful, that you were going to be successful, you would do the thing long enough. It wouldn't matter if you didn't see the results. You wouldn't attach your self-worth to whether somebody said yes or no, or the amount of likes that you have on your posts or views on your videos. You would be good enough because you said you're good enough, and you would do it long enough to get the results. Woo! But you don't, because you are looking for validation of your self-worth outside of yourself. And that's why you're inconsistent. And I didn't understand that. See, here's something I really want you to get. What's really at play for all of us is the way that we think about ourselves. See, there's this concept, every single one of you has an identity for yourself in your business. And your identity is made up of your thoughts about yourself. It's made up of your beliefs about yourself. It's made up of all the stories, because don't we love to tell stories about why we are or are not where we want to be? All these things make up your identity. And your identity is like the thermostat of your life. And what I mean by that is this, is what you have to understand is that your external circumstances, what you see, your results, the size of your team, the size of your check, the quality of your relationships, all of the stuff that you see in front of you is a reflection of what's happening inside you. And here's the way this will work. You all have a temperature setting. You have a temperature setting that you feel it is the level that you feel you deserve in your life. I deserve to have this good of a relationship. I deserve this much money. I deserve this much success. And let's say that your temperature setting is 72 degrees. Think about how a thermostat works. If the environment around it heats up, the thermostat kicks in and cools it off. If it gets too cool, it kicks in and heats it up. And this is the way that you work. Your identity, if you have moments where your income or your results fall below what you think you deserve, what happens? You go to work. How many of you have ever had a bad month, like your check was less than it usually was, and your response was, I gotta get to work? Right? It makes you angry, because you know you deserve more. But it works the exact opposite way. See, if your results, some of you will have moments where your results will go above your temperature setting. And these are the moments that I used to have when I would self-sabotage. I would get a great check, where I would start to see success and I would do something to screw it up, or I'd spend all the money. See, the question that you have to ask yourself is this. What is when it comes to your identity in your business and the money side of things, you have to ask yourself, what is your capacity to have? See, because this is what used to happen. I would have a good month and I'd get a big check, and it literally wouldn't even sit in my bank account for more than a day. I would find a way to go spend it. Like on the dumbest stuff. And I never realized why I did. I would literally find myself just driving to the mall to spend the money, and then I would be right back to where I was before, broke. And I didn't understand why. It was because having the money and the success made me feel uncomfortable, because it didn't fit the vision of how I really saw myself. So here's the question you got to ask yourself. What's your story? What do you think and what do you believe to be true about yourself? Because until you change this, nothing else matters. I got news for you. Every strategy, script, whatever you learned here this weekend, massive action, I don't care how bad you want it, if you don't change this, it'll never make a difference. But here's the good news. Just being aware of this puts you ahead of 99% of other people in the game. And it's understanding this is the greatest realization that I ever had in my life about success. Success is not a matter of doing, it is a matter of being. You create success from the inside out. See, in my early stages of my business, I was always looking outside of myself for the answer. I would set these big goals for myself, and the first thing I would say, because this is what I was taught to do, is what would I need to do in order to hit the big goals? Well, I need to talk to more people. I need to give more presentations. I need to prospect. I need to do this. I need a new script. I need that, right? We're always looking outside of ourselves. Never realizing what was really at play for me was my limiting beliefs about myself. So here's the question you need to ask yourself. Not what would you need to do, it's who would you need to be. That is a much different question. See, what you eventually realize is that success is a matter of character. And one of the reasons why I love this profession is I believe what it really is a character development program with a compensation plan attached to it. See, look at the people in this company that you admire, that you aspire to be to. I guarantee you they show up in the world a different way than you do. But you need to start from that place. You also need to understand this. It begins with you just acknowledging that you're enough. You're not broken. Look, you are not broken. You just have some broken ways of thinking, and you have some broken habits that are keeping you stuck. Now, for me in my life, this has even evolved for me. I realize that I am enough because God has made me enough. Woo! And He has made me enough for my Savior, Jesus Christ. And I don't sure like to preach to y'all, but I'm just saying, God don't create no junk. So if you are a believer, as I know many of you are, here's what you have to realize. You have a responsibility to use the gifts that you've been given for something far bigger than yourself. Because your gifts are much bigger than you. And you have a responsibility to share them with the world. And this, Plexus, is the best vehicle you will ever have in your lifetime to do that. And I know some of you get that. Look, it's not an accident that you're here. Just like it wasn't an accident that I was in that seat. You are here for a reason. You know that there's more out there for you. You know, see, what's good for most people is not good enough for you. You're not normal. This is not normal. This is not normal. Your friends think you're crazy, don't they? Your family thinks you're out of your mind. I got news for you, you are. Woo! See, but here's the thing. When you give it to yourself, it allows you to create the space to give it to others. That's the starting point for this to happen. And what I've learned is this. You'll never outperform or outrun the person you truly believe yourself to be. So the question is this, where do you start? Because here's the problem that we have. I remember sitting there, here I am, 17 years ago, in that seat in the back of the Georgia Convention Center, looking at the sky on stage, having this dream, this vision. I'd love to do that. And here I am here, and here's this vision all the way over here. And I'm like, how the heck do you do that? See, the problem is we have this dream and this vision for our life, right? And then we look at where we want to go, and it becomes too overwhelming. And what we forget to realize is this. We just have to start. We just have to take the first step. There is no right or wrong first action. You just have to take action. Don't focus on the whole journey. And here's where the secret lies. You don't change your life, you change your habits. And your habits will change your life. See, what was keeping me stuck for so long? Bad habits. I had bad habits. I had the habit of not taking action. I had the habit of letting fear keep me back. I had the habit of inconsistency, of laziness. I just developed bad habits. And what's interesting is we focus a lot of times externally, but what we forget is that your habits and behaviors are a reflection of the way that you view yourself. So I promise you, if you don't think you deserve success, if that's the story that you choose, that you've made up about yourself, you are not going to take action long enough to get the results. So if you start with this identity concept and you say, here's who I would need to be, and I know, like, I teach this and people are like, Bob, I get it, like, you know, I came up with these words, I want to be courageous, I want to be committed, I want to be driven, and they sound good, but they feel fake. That's not me. Well, here's the secret, it's not you yet. See, when you start changing your habits, when you ask yourself, what would someone that's courageous, what would they do? How would they show up in the world? When you start thinking that way, here's what you realize. Every single piece of action, every small step, it's almost like a vote for the future you that you want to be. So you got to stop thinking big, you got to start thinking small. You got to look at what you do every single day because you want to know what? That's all you ultimately ever have control over. And then what happens is this, over time, it starts to add up. I love this saying. This is actually a saying from AA. It's easier to act your way into a new way of thinking than it is to think your way into a new way of acting. Woo! See, I think of it like this. Every single habit, it's almost like a suggestion. It's almost kind of like, hey, maybe this is who I am. See, I remember when I did my first video ever on social media. It was July of 2015. I'd never done a video before. I was definitely afraid of it. I put it off for a year. Finally brought myself to do it just through sheer determination and no other options. And I did it. And it was horrible. And I sucked. And I can admit that today. But you want to know what happened? I did it, and then I did it again, and then I did it again, and I felt like I was going to die every single time I did it, but I kept doing it. And then all of a sudden, before I knew it, I'm just somebody that does videos. But it was a battle that I had to face every day. I didn't focus on me being on this stage. I focused on just serving and showing up for the 5 people that were on that video every day. And that's the responsibility that you have. Start where you are. Honor the process. Honor the struggle. Embrace the suck on the road to getting better. See, I remember the first time I spoke in public. Some of you have heard me tell this story before. The first time I ever spoke in public, right? I had this dream, I was fired up, and then I just went right back into my old same stuff, avoiding it, not doing this, never doing that, staying stuck. And it was a meeting, it was a Saturday morning. It was at the Philadelphia airport at the Ramada Inn. Philly Airport, yes. At the Ramada Inn. And it was a Saturday training. There couldn't have been any more than 20 people in the room. And it was right before the meeting. One of my mentors comes up to me, and I literally just out of nowhere, I'm standing in the back of the room like I always do, just waiting there. And I feel this hand on my lower back pushing me up to the front of the room. And he says, hey, we're going to have you open your meeting up today. Right? And I'm like, I don't even have a chance to think about it, or else I would have just left. And he's pushing me up to the front of the room, and I vividly remember this like it was yesterday. It couldn't have been more from like here to the edge of the stage, and I'm being escorted to the front of the room, and I have about 30 seconds to figure out what I'm going to say, what I'm going to do, and all of a sudden my mind goes blank. And I'm getting pushed to the front of the room, and I remember this feeling come over me. I've never experienced a feeling like this before. Like, I guess the best way that I could put it into words is it was like my organs were shutting down. And I swear I lost like my right leg went limp. You know? I felt like I was dying. And I get in front of the room, and I'm in front of the room, and I stand up, I have a glass of water in my hand. It's a true story. And I'm so nervous, I'm shaking, spilling water on my hand. And they're in the back of the room, they're like, put the water down. And I did it, I forgot, I didn't say my name, I didn't do anything I was supposed to do. It was horrible. But I did it. And I remember leaving the meeting that day. How many people have ever had this experience, like related to public speaking, where you do it and you know that you were not good, but immediately after, what do you want to do? I'm gonna do it again. And I remember having this weird feeling, like I was like, I want to do that again. Because I know if at the very least I say my name, I'm getting better. I'm one step closer to being on that stage. But here's the lesson that I learned. See, when I look back, what I realized is that that feeling that I thought was me dying, because that is what it feels like when you face one of your biggest fears, was not me dying. It was the feeling of something inside of me so much greater being born. See, here's what I didn't realize. That this thing that had been one of my biggest fears my whole life, deathly afraid of even trying, never even took the first step, was actually a reflection of one of the greatest gifts that God has given me. My ability to inspire people through my story and through my words. And I would have never have discovered that if I didn't face that fear. And listen, it was not an overnight success story. I didn't just show up and started doing it. What you see today is the result of 17 years of hard work on myself, constantly pushing past my fear, constantly being willing to embrace uncertainty. But why I'm sharing that with you, some of you are stuck because you're fearing something. And I'm telling you that if you're not taking action, you better start changing your relationship to fear. Because inside of the greatest fears sometimes are the biggest breakthroughs in your life. But this is the way that it works. It's little by little. See, how many people, this is your story? Fear of failure. Be honest, raise your hand. If I say, Bob, why are you not where you want to be? Bob, I'm just afraid of failure. That's like a cute thing to say, isn't it, for us? So I'm afraid of failure. It sounds nice. This is one of the most common things, and this is what I used to say. I was afraid of failing. I was afraid of trying. What if I got in front of the room and I had nothing to say? I wasn't good enough. People judged me. See, here's the interesting thing about fear. All fear is, if you really break it down, it's you imagining a negative outcome for something that you haven't even done yet. So I literally, every day, all day, would just imagine negative outcomes for things that I never even did. And this is what happens is we get controlled by our thoughts. We imagine all of these different scenarios. See, when we don't feel in control, we don't take action. Well, I can't reach out to that person. What if they don't say yes? Or I haven't talked to them in 10 years. What if they get mad at me? What if they're offended? What if they're this? Right? I can't do the video. I'm not as good at break. When we don't feel in control, we don't do it. Because we imagine all these negative things. Here's what I learned. The goal is not to avoid fear. Because what I've learned is if you are on the path of your purpose, fear will always be a constant thing. Listen, I'll be honest. You don't think I was a little afraid standing back behind that stage? I was really afraid. I love you too. You make it a lot easier. But here's what I learned. It's not to defeat your fear. See, as I was standing behind that screen right there, you want to know what I was doing? I was building my faith. See, here's the thing. All faith is the positive emotion. All faith is imagining a positive outcome. All faith is having confidence that you might not know the answer, you might not ever have done anything like that before, but if you show up with the right heart to serve and love and have compassion, then you'll figure it out. And I found the goal is not to defeat your fear, it's to build your faith. See, the opposite of control and certainty is faith. And here's the other thing I've learned. Letting go of control, if you don't let go of control, I promise you, you will be stuck the rest of your life. Because everything you've ever wanted in your life lies in the realm of uncertainty where you will never have control. Here's all you can control is the way you react to the things that happen in your life. See, that's what I felt at that moment inside of that speech. And this is my other message for you today. I believe that your Plexus business is an assignment from God to help you build your Network marketing is a vehicle. It is a vehicle to help you face your fears so that you can grow as a person. And I'm just trying to tell you, every single one of you has a purpose for your life. And that purpose is so much bigger than a rank advancement, than a commission check, than you hitting diamond. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with those things, and you should want to do every single one of them. But I'm trying to tell you a big problem that this profession has today, as much as I love it, it is broken. If that's all you're focusing on, then you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. Woo! See, I teach a philosophy that we call legacy leadership, which is the purpose-driven way to build a network marketing business. It teaches you that if you put love and service and giving at the center of your business, these are not just things that sound nice, these are the best business strategies out there. And your Plexus business is a vehicle to help you do more of that. Here's how you begin the process. You have to redefine what failure means to you. Look, here's the story that I want you to leave here with today. There's nothing else I teach you that will serve you in terms of taking action, let it be this. When you leave here and you take action, when you reach out to that prospect, when you give that presentation, when you do that Facebook Live, when you train that person, whatever it is, one of two things is going to happen for you. You're either going to get the result that you want, which is nice, or you will get the lesson that you need. And here's what I want you to understand. You only get the lessons you need from the no's. The secret to everything that you have ever wanted in your life is not attaching yourself to the no's. A no does not mean you are not good enough. A no does not mean you did it wrong. A no does not mean that you are not worthy. The no's are the way that you grow. You develop your character through the no's. See, if you can have a healthy attitude towards failure, it will unlock what you really need, which is, guess what? Some of you are just not good enough yet. I remember for so many years, I hoped, I wished I wanted to be successful, but I got news for you. Hope is not a good business strategy. Right? Look, the post and pray method of building your business needs to stop. Post, please God, people sign up about my product. No, someday they're going to reach out to me. No, they're not. You got to take action. You got to do the work. This is called network marketing for a reason. See, but here's the thing. You got to become better. I wasn't good enough, and I knew that because I didn't have the results. You don't pursue success, you attract it to you. Here's the catch. You want to know how you become better? You try. You fail. You take action. Every step, it builds you. The yeses build your business, the no's build you. See, you have to change your story around the no's. I'll tell you what, the only difference between the people that are sitting in these front rows and you is they've had 1,000 more people tell them no than you have. They've had 1,000 more people quit on them, tell them it's a scam, it's not going to work, buy the products and return them, do this, do that. They've just understood this is a part of the journey. Stop resisting it. Understand if you don't define yourself by the no's and you realize that they are shaping you and building you for something so far greater. See, looking back in that first year, I didn't understand it at the time, but now I know there was a bigger purpose behind me going through what I went through. It was shaping me into the person that I needed to be to deserve the success. And here's the final question I want you to ask yourself. Are you going to get bitter or are you going to get better? Look, I'll tell you, failure is the greatest opportunity you will ever have to get to know your true self. It's easy to lead when things are going well, but your true stripes will be shown when things are not going well. And here's the thing, like a lot of you, I come back to this idea of being stuck. You want to know what stuck is? All stuck is it is your soul's way of telling you you've stopped growing. Just like when you need food, your body tells you you're hungry. Well, your soul is telling you there's more out there for you. And you've stopped growing, and that's why you feel the way that you do. And it's understanding that if you truly want to achieve your dreams, if you want to leave here from this week, and you really want to create a breakthrough and make this your year, your new life is going to cost you your old one. You got to show up in a way you never have. You got to let go of all the stories and the beliefs and the things, caring about what other people think. Look, I'll tell you what, other people's opinion about what you do are none of your business. So don't let them steal your dreams, because guess what? They're going to have them anyway, so who cares? I want to share something with you today. This is a big, actually, can we hold away? I pressed it too early, sorry. I almost did this part. So, guys, this is real life. So, I want to play a video for you. It's a 3-minute video. I'm going to play this video for you. This is an actual, not from that event, but this is a clip, the beginning part of the video, of Jim Rohn giving the exact speech that I heard him give 17 years ago in Atlanta, Georgia. And I'm going to play this video for you so you can hear the exact words that I heard, and then I'm going to come back up and just share some last pieces of last words with you. So let's keep going.
And now I'd like to leave you with these 4 questions, called questions of why. These questions were found for me, and I want to make them valuable. Here's the first one, why? We all ask why you should work this hard, why take that many classes, why go to school that many years, why take the notes, why read the books, why work that hard, why put yourself through the push-ups and the disciplines. Why? Good question, why? Best answer to why, I think, is the second question. Why not? Why not see how many books you can read, how many classes you can take, how many skills you can develop? Why not see how bounded you can become to the marketplace, to your friends, and to your family? Why not see what you can make of this? Why not see how far you can go, how much you can see, how much you can earn, how much you can share? Why not? And my third question is, why not you? Why not you? With good self-esteem. Why not you starting to change and set goals? Why not you starting to make progress toward your dream? If I can do it, you can do it. And so I want to say it to you personally, why not you? You've got the brains, you've got the stamina, you've got the vitality, you've got the interest, you've got your life ahead of you, you've got the future. You can do it. Anybody can do it. You can do it. One of us can do it. Hey, we all can do it. Now here's my last one. Why not?
Hey, where do I start? And when's the best time to start? And I have a very simple answer for that. Here and now. That's it. You want to improve? You want to get better? You want to get a workout program or a clean diet? You want to start a business? Where do you start? You start right there. And when you start right now. You initiate action aggressively. You go. Because the idea isn't going to execute itself. And the book isn't going to write itself. The weights out in the gym, they're not going to move themselves. You have to do it, and you have to do it now. And that means you got to stop thinking about it, and stop dreaming about it, and stop researching every aspect of it, and reading all about it, and debating the pros and cons of it. Just start doing it. Take that first step. And make it happen.
This is a CD for all the millennials out there. This is called a compact. Forget about it. This is the CD of the speech that I heard Jim Rohn give 17 years ago in Atlanta, Georgia, at the Georgia Convention Center, while I sat in all the way in the back row and had this vision, this new vision for my life. This is not the actual CD, but this is another copy. I can't tell you how many times I listened to this. Over and over and over again. That first year, that second year, that third year. I can't tell you how many times I was driving in my car to and from work, a miserable job that I hated, having this dream. Could I? Can I? Believing, having the faith that it can happen. Driving 2-3 hours to go to meetings that nobody showed up for. Driving home late at night, having to get up early for work the next morning, pulling over with tears in my eyes. Saying to myself, God, why is this not happening to me? What am I doing wrong? I'm a good person. I'm working hard. What are these other people doing that I'm not doing? Why am I putting up with this pain and suffering? It's not, my friends telling me, listen, it's not worth it. You're wasting your time. Go get it, just focus on your job. But I knew deep down inside, I knew that there was something more out there for my life. I knew that God was preparing me. And what I didn't understand at the time, what I do now, is that He wasn't giving me what I wanted, He was giving me what I needed. That I was being prepared for something so far greater than I ever would be able to imagine. Sitting in that room 17 years ago, for something so far greater than I could even have believed for myself at that time. That the problems, the pain, and the suffering that I was going through were actually part of my gift because they were becoming part of my story. And if you believe this, that life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you, then you understand my message. And here's what I want to share with you in part. This is the first time I've ever spoken to an audience anywhere near as large as this. I would say probably the biggest audience I've ever spoken to is about 1,000 people. And here's what I believe to be true. That everything I went through those early years, every no, every struggle, every heartache, every upset, every tear was preparing me for this moment right now.